Hello, welcome back to Mom Saving Grace. It's been so long. Oh my goodness, I don't think I've posted anything since we moved and put up our pool. I just want to say I am back. I will be doing videos regularly. This move was pretty hectic with the 4 kids and COVID and homeschooling and all of that. Here, I'm going to dedicate a lot of this to kind of my journey through plastics. I might throw a little bit of the lifestyle stuff that I do whenever I do a home project on here and there, but I will save that for Mom Saving Grace on Instagram. So if you want to follow me there, you get more of my lifestyle stuff, my daily, mothering, fashion stuff, not that I'm a fashionista stuff, but I do like finding deals and sharing them with you, my Aldi picks for the week, things like that. But on here, if you're following me for my weight loss journey or for plastic surgery or any of the advice that I have as I recovered through both of my surgeries, you are in the right place, okay? So let's get started. Everybody was asking about round 2. As you know, I split up my rounds as per my doctor. He's super safe, kind of conservative, does a beautiful job. But he requested, since I had weight loss and had so much of a skin panic for the first one, that we split it up and do my second round, my upper half on the second round. After weight loss and whatever, I didn't have a ton of hanging skin on my arms, but I did have a little bit more adipose tissue than what I wanted. So why not? I kind of was on the fence about it and decided I had a breast lift for round 2, lipo 360 again, and I didn't have a ton of lipo to go, especially around my midsection, because he did a beautiful job on my back and flanks or whatever. But as you know, a lot of doctors won't liposuction, which is a good thing, the front of your stomach, because you can have tissue death or necrosis in the front because they cut the blood supply at the bottom of the stomach when they do the tummy tuck. So usually they'll do the flanks or the sides of the stomach, but they won't do the front. And many of you know I went to Mexico, so they do a little bit more sculpting than they do in the U.S., which is actually why I chose to go there, just because I did want the sculpting and didn't want to be boxy. And I'm not saying that all surgeons in the U.S. are, but I just noticed in general, the rules are a little bit different with how much they can take off and et cetera, except that it's not so extreme where I didn't feel safe. So you can follow some of my earlier videos where I talk about exactly why I chose and how I chose and who I chose and whatever. So one of the things I had done was liposuction on my arms. I was super worried about loose skin there or creating more loose skin. I had a little bit of a bat wingy here. But what I've noticed about it is that, I can't wait to get back in the gym because I know that I'm going to see definition more. Now, my physician does not do HD sculpting where people really get to see their muscles, but it almost in some ways feels like that's what my results are. This time I had Vaser liposuction. Last time I had tumescent or liposuction. And Vaser is supposed to be good for skin tightening and doesn't disrupt some of the fibrous material that you have under your skin layers. So you're supposed to get better retraction. It's like it melts the fat instead of just jabbing and creating a lot of trauma. So they say you get better skin retraction. I feel like I've noticed the difference, especially in my thigh areas. Here's a little before and after of those. I knew that I was going to have a third round for my thighs because they already were kind of folding and had some crepiness, and by folding, I mean folds in my thighs, they were a hot mess, very loose from weight loss. I just knew. I was I said, this is going to be, I was on the fence. I was it's going to make it worse. But I had so much adipose on the inside of my thighs, and I started having knee problems. And this is after weight loss, you guys. Any of the weight that I gained because I've already had plastic surgery was in the inside of my thighs. And I felt like it was causing my stress on my knees. And so I said, I'm going to use this round to decompress the inner thigh. And it did. And it's not no, nothing like it's beautiful. I am very pleased. On the very inside, I still have a little darkness, kind of like when you lose a lot of weight rapidly. And I had a ton of bruising, so I know that that will go away. I do have some slight crepiness, but I had it before. And I really don't care. Like, it got rid of the really bad chub rub, especially on the upper portion of my thighs. And I am over the moon excited how well it turned out with Facer. Like, most people don't have success. Most people say they absolutely hate their thighs after. Mine were already so bad, like, I can't believe that they've turned out as good. Are they tight? No, but I've lost 85 pounds. They were already loose, but they're much tighter, honestly, than I felt like they were before, except for the light crepiness. Now, may I get more crepiness as the healing process goes and they're less swollen? Maybe, but they're already pretty slimmed down. Like, when I first had it done, I was like, oh, I made a mistake. Like, literally all the way down to my kneecaps, they were like tree trunks. They were huge. But wearing a good faja and that compression and using my massage oils, you guys, my thighs have not probably looked this good since I was a teenager running, 22, running 4 miles a day, weighing 135 pounds. Like, it's been a long time. So I can't wait to get in the gym and build the muscle back up so you can see. Now, he took quite a bit of adipose tissue away from back here. And so now, like, when I start to lift and build these triceps up again, since I've been off for 4 weeks, like, I know that you're going to be able to see it more than you did before. So here's the pictures before and after. When my arm's at a relaxed state, it's not as mind-blowing, but as soon as I make a fist, like, you can see the definition much more. So that's why I'm so excited. Like, I got to get back in and start lifting. However, I can't do that right now while I'm still somewhat in this healing process. So I'm going to start light weights next week, but no pressure here. This is my last surgery. You never say never, but I really don't want to have any more. Like, at some point you got to say, enough's enough, and be happy with who you are and be happy inside with who you are. And I feel like I'm at that place. So, it is what it is for right now. And he did a good job. So, worried about the scarring, because when you have a lift, you have a T incision and there's lots of tension on it. But so far they're almost invisible. And it's because of, why. I talk about this all the time because of the oils that I'm using on them. So we'll talk about that in a second. So anyway, I kept postponing the surgery because of COVID. And then once they kind of, everybody kind of started getting on the rules and regulations of wearing masks and whatever, and that hospital that my physician at doesn't really treat COVID patients, we decided after waiting like almost a year that I was going to go down. So you wear the mask on the plane and whatever, you get a PCR before you go down, flew down on a Thursday, stayed overnight. And I wanted to go back to that surgeon just because I just like him. And he really does a good job with lifts with no implants. I wanted a reduction and a lift, but I did not want anything in my body just because I already have some autoimmune issues. He kind of specializes in lifts with no implants. So I returned to him. He did a beautiful job. I've had an excellent post-operative period. I know a little bit more now than I went down before about spitting sutures and kind of getting on top of them when they first show up, so that they don't cause issues like they did with my belly button last time. So anytime that I've seen where I'm spitting one and it's causing some skin irritation, just being a nurse, I go ahead and I get them and clip them. And it heals, whatever issue, like little pinpoint that I can see is getting red, within 24 hours, it's healed over and it's gone. So going back to what I had done, lift, no implants. And all my life, you guys, even as a young person, I never had perky ones, ever. Wasn't blessed with them kind of genes. So it is crazy for me to look in the mirror and see these beautiful headlights, you guys. It is a huge boost in confidence. Like before, even with a tummy tuck, and I had so much shame behind that hanging skin, when that was gone, it was like once I took this top off, I still felt the same way. Like I ended up gaining 10, and so I'm all the way back down to about 162 today. So my goal is to get back down to that 150, and I'll feel comfortable with that. I wear a small, I was already in a medium top at the biggest, small, medium. If it was stretchy, I'm probably going to be more like a small this time just because I feel more refined, very, very small. And if you can see in my waistline, he really curved me down the second time with it. I'm more curvy this time than straight, I should say. I feel more like feminine curvaceous, you know. I think he added a little on my hips. I ain't ask him, but he know what he doing. So, and I'm still swollen. And so, you know, I've always said that for me, the 4-month mark is the golden mark because you get the fat cells that they've transferred that now plump up because they get their own blood supplies. And then also all of the swelling that you had goes down tremendously. So that's when I'll be really excited to post pictures. But you can already see the difference. I just have a more feminine, curvy shape. I'm like, come on, J-Lo, come on through now. So anyways, here are some pictures. We'll talk again soon. This will be a series. Look for a video probably every Thursday, if not every Tuesday, Thursday from me. And we'll split the topics up. Scar therapy, the healing, how to take care of your T incisions, how to take care of your tummy tuck incisions, whatever best that I can help you. And if you need one-to-one assistance, like I said, Surgery Bay is your person. I'm your girl for your if you have any aromatic questions for aromatherapy or whatever in relationship to that, or products to help you with your healing process. So, all right, thanks for joining Mom Saving Grace. Until next time, take a look.